Hi, this is Father Tilley from St. John the Baptist Parish in Draper, and we are coming to you today on Good Friday. And this week we've been looking at one saying of Christ on the cross every day this week. And tonight we are looking at the Gospel of Luke. It was now about noon, and darkness came over the whole land until 3 p.m, while the sun's light failed and the curtain of the temple was torn in two. Then Jesus, crying with a loud voice, said, "Father, into your hands I commend my spirit." Having said this, he breathed his last. This saying of Christ on the cross really kind of reminds us of the ultimate surrender, to surrender everything. God's act of love is a complete act. He held nothing back for us. He gave himself all the way for our salvation. This Good Friday, the cross that we're using is actually this cross, which is a gift that I received from some sisters that I know in Germany. It's one of my favorite crosses. And on the Good Friday service, I will talk about why this cross is so important in my spiritual life. But whenever we look upon the crucifix, we see what God's love looks like. How He loved us, each and every one of us. Sometimes it's hard for us to understand what complete surrender really means. And it's in times of hardship, when we have to rely completely on God, that we understand what surrender means. My first couple years in the seminary were a difficult time for me. I lost 2 brothers to suicide. I didn't know how to respond. I felt betrayed by God. I wanted to quit. And a priest, spiritual director friend of mine actually said, "Steve, you have to completely trust God. Give yourself completely to His love. Trust Him even with your brothers. Because you are not your brother's Savior. They already had a Savior, and His name is Jesus Christ. And He gave Himself completely for them." His words gave me a lot of hope. And my spiritual director at the time gave me a prayer to pray. And I put this prayer on my door at the seminary every single day and prayed it. And it was a prayer of radical surrender. It was the Suscipe prayer by St. Ignatius of Loyola. Take, Lord, and receive all my liberty, my memory, my understanding, and my entire will, all I have and call my own. You have given all to me. To you, Lord, I return it. Everything is yours. Do with it what you will. Give me only your love and your grace. That is enough for me. This prayer, written by St. Ignatius of Loyola, "Give me only your love and your grace, that is enough for me," is really this saying that we have today. Give yourself completely to God, because He gave Himself completely to you. This is Father Stephen Tilley from St. John the Baptist Parish in Draper. God bless you guys. I love you, and have a great Good Friday.